Please, for the love of God, tell me it's been patched to where it just throws... It has! And then it crashes. Public service announcement here. If you're thinking about getting a Google Cardboard to test out whether or not VR is something you would or would not like, don't do it. I bought one because I wanted to exactly do that. I had experience. Also, welcome back, blah, 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 blah. I had experienced VR one time before, and it's been years, and I was like, I'm kind of like interested in doing some more VR stuff. Maybe also to do with like the channel, making VR-based videos would be kind of neat. Fucking might as well, right? But like before I want to get into it, like, and get a proper VR headset, I'm not going to get a Vive anytime soon because those things are hella expensive. If anything, I'd probably just like get one of those Oculus ones, the Oculus Quest, I think, the Facebook one. The one that's going to sell all your data for cheap VR, that one, right? I was thinking about maybe I can get one of those. And I'm still thinking about that eventually, not anytime too soon though. The issue is, a Google Cardboard is literally cardboard, and it's like $10. It's cardboard and 2 like plastic lenses, which obviously that was never going to be great, but it was even worse than I expected it to be. I expected it to be bad, and yet it was worse. Somehow. So do not get that, because it's a fucking waste of your money. It's just that simple. It actually hurts to wear, and because it is just a piece of cardboard, there's nothing about it. There's nothing about it that you can like adjust. So if the view doesn't quite line up with your eyes properly because your phone is like a weird size, or maybe your nose is a weird size, or your face is a weird size, or whatever. Not even to mention if you would have like to bother with having glasses as well. That would be an entirely different story, which I imagine is also going to be very annoying, but that's a VR thing in general, I think, where having glasses is kind of a problem. This is going way too well, by the way. Of course that would happen. Of course this would happen. I'm going to die now when Vaccine only has 1 HP left, because of course. I've been fucking about for about, damn it, an hour, and my nose, like, actually, like, the skin is shaved off of it. It's not bleeding, but like the first layer of skin, right? It's peeling off already. It's actually the worst, because it is cardboard, so it's going to be uncomfortable where it's resting in your nose. They didn't even bother like putting a little bit of cotton there, just to like not have you actually suffer. I don't know who thought this was a good idea to bring to market, but it's actually the fucking worst. So don't do that, Google, because people are literally paying you to get their noses destroyed. I'm highly not okay with this as a... I probably should be equipping fire to to my shortcut menu for this fight, but that would be altogether too easy now, wouldn't it? Because we just almost did it. If we didn't get anti-form that second time, we would have definitely been fine. So let's hope we don't get anti-form. We did not get anti-form. And then we can probably just take out this boss fight without too much trouble going forward here. 2 combo finishes back to back really does help a lot there. Okay, let's do a Ragnarok or Infinity, whatever it's called. I know you can do a Giga Impact as well, but the timing for that is a little tight and I'm just not that good at it. So that's the entire thing there. I'm just not that good at the timing. And max HP increase, so it's actually worth doing this. Holy hell! I entirely forgot that the vaccine fight. I think last episode I talked about the absent silhouette fights and when I would do which. I think I might have entirely forgotten that vaccine exists. And it was a fairly easy fight altogether. It's not even that I am grossly overleveled. I'm slightly overleveled, admittedly, but not that bad. I am like 3, 4, 5 levels over what I'm supposed to be, quote unquote. Where do we go? I don't think we go to the palace, right? No, we definitely just go to the Cave of Wonders, and I don't know what we do on our second visit. It's not the Cave of Wonders we go to. It's the... we fight Jafar, and then we fight Heartless, and then we fight Jafar, and then we run away from Heartless, and then we fight Jafar. That's the entire thing here. So I was kind of expecting to be able to do 3 worlds in today's episode, but now that we have spent the first 10 minutes dealing with Vaccine, it's probably only going to be 2 worlds. Just because also this minigame can be slightly annoying sometimes. So it's probably going to be only this and Halloween time. Then next time we're going to go through the Pride Lands and the... not Halloween Town, Twilight Town, and then the episode after that, I imagine we can get through most of the world that never was. So that means that this is going up on Friday, if all things go well, because this is being recorded at 6 o'clock, uploaded at 8, so it's a little close, but it should be fine. Then we have the 2 episodes, 3 episodes. I think we can deal with the rest of the game within the next 3 episodes. Because we have the Pride Lands and Twilight Town. Then we have the World That Never Was Part 1 and Part 2. I'm assuming I'm going to have to split it up into 2 parts. Just through the sheer fact that it is a pretty long world with a lot of boss fights. It's not that long of a world actually. It just has a lot of boss fights, which obviously you can't skip those. Talking about skipping things. Jafar, could you just fuck off? I don't even think you need to hit him. Maybe you do sometimes? I honestly have no idea. Okay, that's fine. I always forget how this works because I don't like this part of the game, frankly. And we won't be doing the Cavern of Remembrance if that is... I don't think we'll be doing the Cavern of Remembrance to begin with, because at the moment we defeat Final Zamnis, what are we going to do? Are we going to go through and just fight all of the data fights, which are just going to be data fights because nothing is randomized as far as fights go? No. No, that would be stupid. So we're just going to go through Final Zamnis, and I mean the final episode is probably not going to be that different altogether, because it's not going to give us items, it's not going to give us anything, really. So maybe I don't even do that. Though it would be fun seeing... do I have all of the magic for this to begin with? That's the question, isn't it? I think I do, because you need Blizzard, Thunder, and Fire. And I have Blizzaga and Thunder. So, a very long story short is we're getting close-ish to the end of this series, and I think I'm going to do another Kingdom Hearts 1 randomizer after this one. But I'm not entirely sure yet as to what we're going to actually do. Because there's still a good chance that I just want to do a randomizer with enemies randomized, or at least bosses randomized is what I should say, as well. Could you not? There we go. Because it's just a lot more fun, you know? Also, it's kind of difficult to make interesting thumbnails for these episodes about half the time, because there's nothing too interesting happening or being randomized, especially after you get like all of the drive forms, you get like some interesting abilities that you may be able to like visualize very well. After that, it's literally just a Kingdom Hearts Let's Play with the word randomizer in the thumbnail. As far as the thumbnails go, that is. The Olympus Stone. But there's nothing really like going on, whereas if I have Cypher's Trophy, whereas if I have randomized bosses at least, I can use those bosses in the thumbnails, which just helps me. Same goes for Kingdom Hearts 1 randomizer. I will check after recording this video, like throughout next week. I got a fire element upgrade. Okay. Neat. Throughout next week, I will check what the updates are on the Kingdom Hearts 1 randomizer and how much has come along since we last did one, which is like a month and a half ago at this point, I think. There's been a not insignificant amount of progress, I think. So I think it's worth it to take another look at it. And it's just fun, you know? I know Kingdom Hearts 2 very, very well. I play Kingdom Hearts 2 a lot. Kingdom Hearts 1, not so much. So it's very fun to just play that game every once in a while as well. If there's a Birth by Sleep randomizer, I will pick that one, but there isn't, to the best of my knowledge, so we're not going to do that because it doesn't exist. And there's a lot of things that I can still learn about Kingdom Hearts 1, like certain item grabs that aren't literally just chests. Sometimes if you like talk to a bookcase, it will give you an item. But obviously, I don't know every single one of those items like by heart, so there's a lot for me to learn still in Kingdom Hearts 1. Whereas Kingdom Hearts 2, I pretty much know this game inside and out. I couldn't tell you exactly where all of the puzzle pieces are, but that's about it, really. And that's because puzzle pieces are a pretty fucking stupid mechanic, all things considered. Also, still having the runny nose. I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little fucked up, but that's just still the runny nose. Allergies, I guess, right? Because it's summer. Should be well past allergy season by now, really. I mean, it's halfway through fucking July, but my nose is still running and I have no idea how. So there ain't much we can do about that, really. Do we just go to Jafar now? I think we just go fight Jafar now. I'm also very hungry. I probably should have eaten something before recording this. I realize now. Because I need to go 15 more minutes. And I'm probably just gonna like order pizza. It's probably the quickest thing to get food into my stomach. Anyway, how easy is this fight gonna be is the real question, and the answer seems to be... You can't skip HP triggers through being overpowered, so there's probably still gonna be a little... Oh my goodness! He does have an HP trigger to do his DM move, like somewhere around here-ish, right? Yeah, that probably exactly where he's at right now. Yeah, I hate this move. But he doesn't really do anything yet, so I quite like that much. There we go, there it is. Yeah, I like the way this move looks. It's just very boring. There's nothing you actually can do rather than literally just what I did. And we roll up. Is this any % world record time for the Jafar fight? Fuck, it might be at this point, honestly, because I have way too much power. And that's Jafar gone. I think we beat the entirety of the Jafar fight in less than 2 minutes, probably? So let's go on to Halloween Town. We might actually do the Pride Lands after all today. If Halloween Town is as quick as this, which I don't think it is, because... Oh, we need to do... No, we need to do the minigame. Halloween Town is not going to be so quick, because I fucking hate that minigame, unless the randomizer makes it an instant minigame, which I think sometimes it does do. I also do have a torn page, I think, so we could very well go do that, but fuck off, Jack. If we finish this world without enough time left over to do the next world, which is the Pride Lands, I'm just gonna end the episode early, honestly. I also just realized that I have 3 minutes of dead air at the start of the recording session because Kingdom Hearts 2 didn't want to open. So we're only 15 minutes, not 18 minutes into the recording, or well into the episode so far. Oh, wait a second, this is not the annoying minigame. This is the that's quite fine minigame. I think it's not even a minigame. It's just like a gimmicky fight. What is it? A boss fight? That's the real quick. That joke doesn't make any sense to you guys yet because that video hasn't been released yet. I think I've been talking about it quite a lot. I've been working on a video about boss fight design and what makes a boss fight and why a boss fight should be in a game or why a game maybe should not always have a boss fight. And then a follow-up video about games that are just boss fights and why those boss fights aren't actually boss fights. I'm working on that second one right now. The first one is finished, it's just waiting for its scheduled upload. And this time I will not forget to post it for members early. Because I do tend to forget that sometimes a little. Which is highly not okay. It's literally like the only thing Bronze Tier members get is early uploads for editorial content, and oh my god, I don't want to die. And I sometimes even forget that at that point they're literally paying for nothing. So I really need to get on my game for that one. I also need to get a better keyblade or a defense increase. Well, actually both. But I don't think anything is going on here, so I'm just going to leave again. I'm not entirely sure what we're supposed to. We're supposed to go here. Okay, that's quite fine then. If we keep at this pace, right? If no, there's still the other minigame as well. I now remember. It just does both. I thought one of those things in the present room, I don't know if that's the actual name of the map, was in the first visit, but apparently they're both in this visit. So I need magnet burst. That's what I fuck off. That's what I need. Let's just do a normal attack there. Okay, I've got 3 out of 4. Where's the 4th one? There we go. And now we do the minigame part, which fucking sucks. More manifest illusion. I am convinced that we've gone through all of the good items in the game. There's no good items left. There's only manifest illusion and mithril shards. And mithril stones as well, I think. And AP up. There was a lot of AP up. Do I talk to you to do this minigame? Yeah, I do. Please, for the love of God, tell me it's been patched to where it just throws... It has! And then it crashes. Okay. Who wants to go to Twilight Town? Okay, no, but seriously, you actually need to beat both of these worlds to get to the Pride Lands, which... I'll give Halloween Town one more shot just to see whether or not that was a coincidence, and if I just wait a second longer, maybe the game won't crash. I feel like that's just going to always crash in that exact way, which means that it's just unbeatable, and means that we will be going to Twilight Town and just skipping the Pride Lands altogether, which would be a real fucking shame, because the Pride Lands is one of my favorite worlds in the series. But if the game won't let us play it, the game won't let us play. Yeah, no, the game just crashes the moment I press the X button, just like it does in the Gummy Ship Overworld. So, yeah, we're going to Halloween Town. Also, I just realized that I haven't been capturing the gameplay footage in those cutaways. So, hell yeah! We might have a bit of a problem. Because I don't think we can actually do Twilight Town yet until we beat these worlds. Which is problematic, because we can't actually beat both of them. So I'm gonna go to Twilight Town, but this might just be the end, period. We'll see. Yeah, that is an issue. Because I literally cannot finish Halloween Town. I mean, I can do this one again. This is the only one with a little swirly thing above it there. Huh. I'm gonna try one last time, just to see. And if this doesn't work, I guess I'll try to run through Agrabah again, just to see if that unlocks Swallow Town? Though I very, very much doubt it. The issue here being, right, is... I don't think you've seen the past 2 times, so... the randomizer is very nice with just giving me these big boxes. But I can't press the X button because the game will crash if I do. Can I just, like, sit here and wait for the game to just give me the victory? I very much doubt it. Okay, you've seen. The game's stable, nothing wrong with it. Now I'm gonna press the X button. Instant crash. And that's probably nothing to do with the randomizer even. That's just a game, which means that Kingdom Hearts 2 on PC is actually unbeatable. Also voice crack. That is highly not okay. I'm gonna try to run through Agrabah again. Real quick. But this might just be the end of this series if that doesn't do the trick. I don't think it will. I don't think running through Agrabah will change anything. But it does have like the little swirly thing above it. So I'm gonna go ahead and check. What I'm gonna check is not if I need to complete it. I'm gonna check if I go into that world. You can't see anything that's happening, I do realize. What I'm gonna check is if I go into that world. And then exit it, is the swirly thing gone? Is it literally just like, you can now go here? Or is it a, you need to do this indication? Because if it's the first one, I'm not even gonna bother doing the entire world to figure it out, and this is just the last episode. And next time we do Kingdom Hearts 2, we'll definitely be doing the PS2 version again. Anyway, I'll cut ahead now. Yeah, the moment you enter this world, the little swirly thing just goes away. As well as, I can go check in the footage, but I don't think the Pride Lands opened up after I beat just Agrabah. Which means that we could maybe do Sephiroth. Let's do Sephiroth as the finale, because I think we can. That's not going to be great at level 45, is it? Let's attempt to do Sephiroth at level 45. Okay, because I think we can. At this point in the game, we should be able to, in theory. I know the thing, maybe not. Because I do not see Cloud anyway. And he should be here. Well... maybe we go see Sephiroth first. I'll just cut ahead. Until I figure out what the hell's going on here, and then we'll... maybe actually... oh, maybe we can get the item now from the Mushroom 13, because I think at this point all of the Mushroom 13 locations have been unlocked, so maybe it'll actually give us a thing. Maybe it won't. I don't know. At this point, it's not even worth it to cut ahead, because I'll probably forget, because it'll be so short. So, how you guys' week been? Mine's been, it was good up until this recording session, which this recording session is just the fucking worst. Okay, anything happen here? Nothing happens here. That's just a Garden of Assemblage thing then. Good to know. No Sephiroth here, so we will not be dealing with Sephiroth today either. Does Sephiroth only appear there after you unlock the world it never was? That must be the case, right? That must be what's going on. So we don't really have a finale going here for us in Kingdom Hearts 2. Because we literally just can't do anything. The only way forward crashes the game. And there's not even an optional boss we can face. So... we can do a bit of the Garden of Assemblage as our final boss fight. I can die. And that'll be the end of this video. Let's do that. Let's do the Garden of Assemblage until we die. That seems like a fun little idea. I don't think I can even get through now that I think about it, because I only have quick run like level 3 or something stupid. Maybe even lower. So that's not going to work too well for us either. But we can try. I'm going to try doing this with gliding. I am like 99% sure that with a aerial dodge glide, you should be able to get through this. Because aerial dodge glide keeps your height so goddamn well. You see, you can do it with aerial dodge glide. I fucking told you. Well, that was the final boss. That was the final boss for this series, because I had failed at that so badly before. I am very happy that we actually got through there. Now I feel a lot better about myself, not gonna lie. You don't need quick run to get through that. Also, fuck this heartless enemies things. I don't really want... Okay, now you're vulnerable. Let's go into limit form. And actually, let's strike rate. That's the wrong button. Strike rate, turns out, kinda sucks. Yeah, these enemies are real powerful, by the way. I don't know if you've noticed so far, but these enemies really do a number on your health. Oh, we actually have Fire-Gun now. That is irrelevant, but cool. And Limit Form is probably my favorite. I like Final Form a lot, but I think I like Limit Form more. That's highly not okay. Trying to corner me there and just murder me. But we got through, so that means we can actually get an item in here, I think. Right? This leads to an item. At least one item. A mithril. Of course, the last item we get, potentially, in this entire series would be a fucking mithril shot. It's not the last item. Never fucking mind. Serenity Crystal. Also equally useless. And then we open these valves. We're going to probably get through most of the Cavern of Remembrance until the final part is what I'm thinking. It might be a little bit of a longer episode, because I'm going to, at this point, since I know there's nothing left for us to do after this, I'm just going to do the entire thing. And yes, I am literally starving as I'm recording this. I probably should have just ordered pizza in the time that I was like cut away. That's a little bit too late now, isn't it? A little too late indeed. So this part we can just make our way through fairly easily. There's a couple of chests around these parts which are secret ransom report. Nice. Which are a little tricky to get if you don't know where to look for them. And I don't know where to look for them. So that is potentially problematic. Wait. I'm supposed to be able to get up here, right? Yes, I am. I'm just trying to be too hasty because I want to finish off this video. Mithril Gem! Oh, that's what I needed really fucking badly. I needed a Mithril Gem and damage control. I do need damage control, but that's more for like this game being broken than anything. And a power shard, because we don't have enough fucking synthesis. Oh, Oblivion! Do you actually have scan? That is the thing that I need to know. You have negative combo. We now have a Keyblade and the ability itself for negative combo. So we probably could get a combo going with only finishes, but I only have 2 finishes and neither of them are really all that amazing. That's not true, I have more than 2 finishes. I think there's a chest down here, right? Nope. No, there is not. One of these places, I think, has a chest. That's always a tricky one to get. One of these places, I think... Oh my god. Has a chest in it, which... that one does not count. Which you can only access when you fail. Well, I mean, you can just walk down as well, obviously. Let's try this again, shall we? Because now that I have magnet... If I die again inside this fight, I'm still going to call it a day. It's just I walked into this fight with like no HP at all, and I just got one shot. So, okay, there we go. That's the end of the series. Next time, Monday, we get a Kingdom Hearts 1 randomizer. I hope you enjoyed. I did, up until this recording, this episode. This episode I very much did not enjoy. Fuck this game. Not fuck this game. Kingdom Hearts 2 is amazing, but fuck the PC port specifically of this game. Because it's a broken mess.